Welcome back to My Vegan World. Today we're making beer battered cauliflower hot wings. The ingredients needed is cauliflower, and for the dry ingredients we have organic all-purpose flour and chickpea flour. We also have some nice seasonings of smoked paprika, garlic powder, herbes de Provence, and a little pinch of cayenne. For the wet ingredients we have a bottle of beer, we have some apple cider vinegar, and some hot sauce. The tools that you'll need to prepare this is a knife and cutting board, a bowl and a whisk, and a lined baking tray. And first we're going to get started and unpack the cauliflower, wash it, and cut it to florets. Now that our cauliflower is washed and we remove the greens, we're going to cut it up into florets and put it in this bowl. Now that our cauliflower is all prepped, we're going to measure out our flour. We're going to use half all-purpose flour and half chickpea gluten-free flour, and then we're going to use 1 cup of beer, and we're going to put our seasonings. And also at this time we are going to turn on our oven to 430 degrees and get that preheating. We're actually going to use a teaspoon of herbs, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Now that we've got everything in there, we're going to mix everything to combine so the flour is combined, because we use 2 different kinds of flour. We're also going to add in some freshly cracked pepper, about 6 grinds, and then we're going to add in a cup of our beer. Now we added our beer, and we're just going to mix and whisk this until there's no lumps. If we need to add a little bit more, we can. We added just a tiny bit more beer, and we switched over to a spatula from our whisk, and we're going to add in the cauliflower, and we're going to mix it all up. And here we go. Make sure you take the time to thoroughly mix it so every piece is coated nicely. Next we're going to put it onto our baking tray. Now that our oven's preheated, we put out our cauliflower. It took 2 trays. You want them close together but separate. And now we're going to put them in the oven. It's set to 430. Don't forget to set your timer to 20 minutes. Now we're going to make the hot sauce. We're going to put our hot sauce in and mix it with some apple cider vinegar. And we're going to put some extra garlic and smoked paprika to make it kind of like a garlic smoky hot wings. This step is optional, but it's definitely recommended. So after the wings come out, we're going to toss it in here and put them back in the oven for 5 minutes until they're cooked. Now that they're done cooking, we put them in our mixture of hot sauce, vinegar, and seasoning. We used garlic powder and smoked paprika. We cranked up our oven to 450, and we're going to put them in there for an additional 5 to 7 minutes to get them a little bit crispy. And here's the final product, a delicious plate of beer battered cauliflower hot wings. They're super crunchy and delicious.